council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration, with one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late.
XCOM 2, a turn-based strategy game by Firaxis released in 2016 as a sequel to their previous game XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is a reboot of the classic XCOM series by the company Microprose. The company Firaxis may be familiar to people who have played the XCOM reboot or played any Sid Meier's games like Civilization or The Ancient Pirates. The existence of aliens has always been a conspiracy theorist's dream and nightmare. After a successful alien invasion in 2015 occurred and aliens achieved world domination, the evil puppet shell of the aliens known as Advent controlled the masses and used them for their own sick deeds and nefarious acts. It's 20 years later and it's time for XCOM to be reinstated. You are the commander, and you are humanity's only hope to stop Advent. XCOM 2's key gameplay is the tile-based combat that they have tweaked from their previous game. You'll command your units to cover and kill various aliens in various ways. Multiple unit types help diversify the combat and increase the difficulty, possibly forcing you to rely on your best soldiers for some missions, but they could be wounded, changing your battle plan. That brings me on to difficulty. This game is not for the casual gamer. With a large file size and intricate gameplay, you will really struggle if you're a casual gamer. It continues to get harder and harder as new enemy types are introduced, high-ranking operatives are killed, and the Avatar project continues to keep you on your heels. You may try and combat this by ranking up many or the same members of XCOM, or by researching new items to try and keep up with the aliens. This includes items like weapons, armor, and brand new tech like drones, and with some DLC, a repurposed enemy mech. The DLC mainly adds some more items, gameplay mechanics, and perhaps a new quest, depending on what DLC you go for. Except for the biggest DLC, known as War of the Chosen, which I have not yet played because it is supposed to be 10 times as brutal. I'll try and play at some point soon, but God knows if I will, thanks to Firaxis wanting to make Dark Souls look like a kid's game. The combat is the main aspect of the game where you will get feelings towards your units and eventually see them get shot in the head by a sectoid through a window about 10 miles away from your unit. This is the main reason that makes me hate this game. It makes me become a force to be reckoned with and then will immediately shut me down and execute all the soldiers that I've leveled up within 5 minutes. And it helps the game because it makes it unique. That is the reason why the game has an Iron Man mode, so that once they're dead, they are not coming back. A new feature of the combat was the concealment mode. In the previous XCOM game, the enemies were the ones to be concealed and ambushing human fire teams. Now that the tables have turned, you can sneak up on Advent and either ambush them or get as close to your objective as possible. Detection could be the difference between life and death of the unit, and certain specialist units may be upgraded to not apply to certain rules of concealment, like not being detected and going back into concealment. However, don't expect to finish missions concealed, as they generally require you to break concealment. Now I'll talk about the game's economy system. You can get intel and supplies in various ways and use them to do exclusive actions to progress or buy supplies and units. However, whilst waiting for alien attacks, you oversee the world map and move the Avengers to specific spots to gain items and resources to help you in your battle. It works well, but actions are often interrupted by Advent actions, leaving frequent breaks in getting resources, adding to the game's frustration. Modding in this game is a fun feature to mess around with or use to add to a playthrough. Whether you're in the mood for pop culture references in your units, or want to be challenged even more, God knows why, there is a mod for it. The infamous Long War mod from Enemy Unknown did get overhauled and have a release for this game as Long War 2, so there is plenty of content for those who finish the game without having to spend any money. Sound design in this game fits really well to the situations within the game. Characters speak and sound realistic, reacting to hostile actions, and the weapons have a force to them with their sound. Music throughout this game is quite ambient to fit the tense situation of an ambush, or bombastic and loud to fit an intense firefight. Hell, even the squad loadout has an epic theme. Have a listen. One fairly big gripe with the game is the performance. XCOM 2, despite being a PC exclusive at launch, runs absolutely horrifically. I'm surprised that they even managed to port it to consoles. I had performance issues and the odd glitch while playing XCOM 2, and I'm playing on a fairly decent rig. I'll put the spec in the description. What's even more surprising is that the game has been out for a while, and they still haven't managed to fully fix performance issues, though they were generally worse at launch. Performance may vary depending on your setup, so I cannot guarantee that you'll get the same results even with a similar setup to me. However, performance isn't a particularly big issue as long as it's running reasonably, as it is a turn-based strategy game. Anyhow, XCOM 2 is a game that I do enjoy to play, but it does love to kick me while I'm down. With intense emotionally weighted combat and a deep story, it is a really good package, though I would only recommend to pick this game up if you're willing to be kicked in the balls as soon as you get up, and if you're good at strategy games or are willing to learn. XCOM 2 is available on PC, Xbox One and PS4. I'm Terminator226, thank you for watching.